I'd like to congratulate the chairman of the TRC and his team for continuously conducting these meetings every Saturday without failure, to educate and also awaken Telangana intellectual community and also general public on various issues of injustice to Telangana. I also thank him today for selecting the topic which belongs to us, judiciary and Telangana. As we all know, the state has got three wings: legislature, executive and judiciary. The domination of Andhra people or Simandhra people would not have been possible unless they dominate the judiciary. Therefore, as a first step, they want to disseminate the history of Telangana High Court, the history of Hyderabad High Court and also Hyderabad judiciary. As you see, the moment the state has been formed on 5th November 1956, the AP High Court is formed. Before that, the High Court here was known as Hyderabad High Court, and the present building was constructed in the year 1919, inaugurated by the 7th Nizam Mir Usman Ali Khan Sahab. And as we see, even though the India has attained independence and several states were formed, the High Court names which were there prior to independence were not changed. If you take the four metropolitan cities, that is Bombay High Court, Madras High Court, Delhi High Court and Chennai High Court. Besides, there are some other High Courts also which had their own names from the cities. There is Patna High Court, Allahabad High Court and also the Nagpur High Court. None of these High Court names were changed. But when it comes to Hyderabad, the moment Andhra Pradesh is changed, the High Court, which has got a history of more than 100 years, got changed to AP High Court. Not only they changed the name of the AP High Court, name of the Hyderabad High Court, but also they got humiliated about 4 judges. As my friend already said, 2 judges who are High Court judges of Hyderabad High Court, they were demoted and sent to the district courts. Besides this, about 4 judges, one among them was Justice Jagannath Reddy, who were appointed between 1942 to 1952 in the Hyderabad High Court. They were all paid juniors. 2 judges from Andhra, that is Krishna Rao and Mr. Satyanarayana Razu, were appointed in 1954. About the persons who are appointed 10 years later, them were made juniors to the judges who came from Andhra. And at the time, the Chief Justice here was Mr. Sripad Rao CJ. In order to see that since they want to have the whole control of the judiciary, Mr. Sripad Rao, the Chief Justice of Hyderabad High Court, was transferred to Bombay High Court, and they made their own personal Chief Justice of Andhra Pradesh High Court. From that day onwards, the domination in the judiciary started. Now, as we all know, the Telangana population, Telangana resources, Telangana area geographically constitute 42% of the entire Andhra Pradesh. Therefore, as we know, the 6-point formula and other all measures were based on this geographical division of the state and also the population of the state is result 42%. Keeping in view, but judiciary it was never followed. For a period of 56 years, they appointed about 169 judges from the Andhra Pradesh. Out of these, 42% Telangana should have been around 114. But they are not 114, around 70. But they appointed 125 judges from Andhra region and only 44 judges were appointed from Telangana region. And when it comes to the tenure of the judges also, the persons who are appointed from Andhra region are the youngest age they were appointed between 45 to 50 years. Whereas it comes to Telangana, the persons who are crossed 50 only being considered. So that the judges who are appointed from Andhra area has a long tenure, and whereas the persons who are appointed from Telangana area are having short tenure. Therefore, and as we know, once they got control over the entire higher judiciary, their domination over the lower judiciary and also minister staff continued. When the state was formed, about 80% of the staff from the Hyderabad High Court were from the local area and majority of them belongs to Muslim community. But as on today, if you see, not more than 20% of the minister staff in the High Court are from Telangana area, 80% of Andhra areas. And out of this 20% also, mostly small attenders and drawers are from Telangana region, all court officers, stenographers, deputy registrars from Andhra area. As on today, even though Telangana movement is at its peak, now out of 9 registrars, there is only 1 registrar from Telangana, 8 registrars from Andhra area. And out of about 16 chief justices are from Andhra Pradesh, out of them 11 were from Andhra area, 5 are from only Telangana area. Why I am saying is because as we know, we have got the state is found based on the gentleman agreement. And also at that time there was a section 48A of the Telangana Revenue Act. No Andhra person could have purchased property in Telangana area unless they take permission from Tahsildar. And also, as we know, the property disputes, other disputes, because they love the property and money and job employment. So all these things, the ultimate adjudication will come to the any dispute before the lower judges, that to Rangareddy Court judge, and after that the High Court. Therefore, they want to have total control over the Rangareddy District Court and also High Court. And you see, when it comes to the appointment of the legal officer also, even though many persons from the Telangana has become judges and judges of the High Court and also Supreme Court and brought lawyers to the judiciary, but out of last 56 years, no advocate from Telangana area was appointed as Advocate General. Only we are unable to tolerate, no longer tolerate this injustice when Telangana Advocate Joint Action Committee launched an agitation in the High Court in September 2000 demanding 42% in all the posts of the judiciary, including the Advocate General post. For the first time in the history of the Andhra Pradesh, Advocate General from Andhra Pradesh was appointed, from Telangana is appointed. Out of 16 persons were appointed Advocate Generals, only one because of the movement they are appointed. Like public prosecutors also, out of 16 public prosecutors appointed so far, only 2 are from Telangana area, the present one, and also earlier once in 1961 Kunda Madhav was appointed for a brief period of 6 months only. So their domination on ministerial staff, their domination in the lower judiciary, their domination in the higher judiciary was complete. Because of their domination in this, we are not getting justice. Even though we had a gentleman agreement, never they were bothered to see that gentleman agreement is implemented. And also the rule restricting the purchase of property was always observed in breach. And when 1969 movement was at its peak, now the case has come before Andhra Pradesh High Court regarding the validity of Mulki rules. Because the Mulki rules were framed by the Nizam in 1999 to give an employment to the local people even at that time to domination from the North India people. So whether after the constitution has come into force, whether the Mulki rules are valid or not valid was the question. 2 division benches of the Andhra Pradesh High Court was held that the Mulki rules are valid. But when again the case came before one of the judges belonging to Seemandhra, he has referred again doubting the judgments of the judgments given by the earlier benches as referred to a full bench. And in the full bench, obviously they were constituted by the majority from Andhra region. They overturned earlier 2 judgments and declared that Mulki rules were unconstitutional. And when the Mulki rules were declared unconstitutional, then we approached the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court in 1972 judgment declared that Mulki rules are constitutionally valid. The earlier High Court judgment, the overturning earlier 2 High Court judgments are wrong, and he has restored the earlier judgments of the Andhra Pradesh High Court. What happened we all know. Once the Mulki rules are held to be valid, the Jayandhra movement came only on the Mulki rules issue. Now we are fighting a Telangana movement from 1969 to today because of meeting injustice on our resources, on job front, on employment front, and also on political front, and also on land issues. But they got Jayandhra movement only on one issue. If you say that till 14 years, if I live in Hyderabad, I am not entitled to a job opportunity in Hyderabad, why I want Andhra Pradesh? I don't want Andhra Pradesh. I want to go back my Andhra. I want the region of the state. Only on single issue, that is Mulki rule should be repealed on this issue, Jayandhra movement came. And as we know, the powers are always with them. They have got money resources, they have got and they have got unity. And based on their movement, the Supreme Court judgment has been overturned and Constitution has been amended first time in the history of India. And after that, what we get? 1975, the presidential order giving 6-point formula, dividing Telangana people itself into 2 zones. And as we know, for implementation of this, that was observed in breach, and in 1986, Judge gave a 610. Why the presidential order has not been implemented till today? Why the 610 still we are fighting implementation? Because the judiciary has been dominated by the Seemandhra people. Till today, 610 our people are fighting, but they are not getting justice. Therefore, the domination of these people are complete. And you will be surprised, for last 56 years there is no law secretary from Telangana area. Until today there is no chairman to the state consumer forum of Telangana area. Even though land grabbing court belongs to Hyderabad and Rangareddy is here, therefore so far the chairman of the land grabbing court is not from Telangana, has been appointed so far. And the Rangareddy court in order to have a whole issue on the lands, as you know, people belong to certain communities, they like only land. And from 1983, the domination over land in Rangareddy, Hyderabad is complete. In order to see that their cases will not be dealt by Telangana judges, and even if they are wrongly purchased by cajoling, by fraud, by misrepresentation, by forgery, they should not be possessed. That's why there one judge belonging to their own committee from Andhra Pradesh High Court was made in charge of Rangareddy Court for about 10 years. We fought against that also. We made representation to the Chief Justice for 4 times, finding out this fellow is holding this position in order to hold their sway over the properties here, and he is implying the judges. Till then he could not be removed. Only recently he was removed, and again the person who belongs to Andhra area and who was close to him and who was subordinate and leadership is what all been appointed. This is the way injustice is being done to here. And until we made a movement in 2010, out of 38, 39 government feeders, there was only from Telangana area, whereas Rayalaseema consists of 4 districts, there was 9 government feeders. In comes to assistant government feeders, out of 62, only 12 from Andhra Telangana area. And out of 250 standing counts, only against 105 which we should get it, there are only 30 standing counts. To some extent, because of our movement, now we achieved BPA and AG and some other positions, but till today, certain departments like Andhra Pradesh Electricity Board belongs to Telangana region, whereas the in Hyderabad Rangareddy and also JNTU Hyderabad, still they are holding for so many years. Nobody from Andhra Pradesh Telangana is appointed. Unless we get a Telangana, this injustice will continue in judiciary only. Because of the domination of the judiciary by Andhra people, there is domination of the lower judiciary. Mr. Rajendra will tell about how injustice is being done. Because earlier the system of appointing the district judges was by way of interview. Obviously, interview board consisting of the people belong to their region. None of the people from Telangana were able to say. And they used to say, what the people don't read, they don't understand English, how do we select them? The interview system has been devised and a method to cheat and knock away of jobs belong to us. And there is no local and non-local reservation in that. Therefore, in the higher judiciary now, if you take district judges, not even 10% districts from there are there from Telangana region. And all the posts which are being filled up in the High Court by way of promotion of the districts are being also knocked away by them and again perpetrating injustice. Even as on today, out of 30 judges, 3 judges belong to outside, and there are 27 judges, 19 judges are from Andhra region, only 8 are from Telangana region. And as we know, when we made this agitation, what they have done, you know, they constituted a bench belonging to 2 Andhra judges and they issued a series of directions of deployment of the police forces, prohibiting the advocates entry into High Court itself, and also making ID compulsory, and also slapped contempt case. Contempt case on 24 advocates, which is being continued because on the ground that they were disturbed court order. And because of the domination complete, whenever our boys are being appointed, tortured, and we don't get justice. No action has been taken ever against police officers. As we know, in Telangana movement, so many officers are humiliated, tortured out of their way on students and lawyers, everybody. Not even single police officer has been suspended. No action has been taken. That is because when you go to the court also, they will say we will examine and admit and post, it will come after 4-5 years. And one judge belonging to our region, finding injustice intolerable, and he has taken a contempt notice, they go to Supreme Court and take stay. And government spent 30 lakhs when on February 15th, when there was a large charge on the ladies, then they were humiliated, their private parts were pulled up, and when he has taken a note of that and issued directions, the High Court, the government has spent 30 lakhs by engaging the senior counsel and got the order suspended there in the Supreme Court. That is the contrary. Therefore, unless we get a Telangana, unless we unite completely for Telangana, the justice for Telangana region and Telangana people, in whatever field may be, whether it is judiciary, executive, legislature, is not possible. Therefore, time has come for us to unite together and fight together and to achieve our Telangana. That is the only way of salvation to the people of this region from the domination, discrimination, and also to lead a life of self-respect with dignity and to rule our own selves. Jai Telangana.